Thanks for joining us for this KRQE.com webcast. I'm Alex Goldsmith. Police are looking for a suspect behind a deadly shooting yesterday afternoon. It happened just before 4 near Catherine and Yale. Police say they found a man who was shot in the head. They also found an ankle bracelet that belonged to this man, 21-year-old Darius Valles. Detectives have obtained a warrant for Valles on an open count of murder. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you're asked to call police. Bernalillo County authorities have identified the fugitive who shot and killed himself to avoid capture. Deputies and U.S. Marshals found 32-year-old Brandon Ledbetter in a stolen vehicle yesterday in northeast Albuquerque. As officials were moving in, they say Ledbetter, who was wanted on a parole violation, shot himself. He was pronounced dead at a hospital. 2 men and 2 women who were also in that vehicle were uninjured. All 4 had arrest warrants and were taken into custody. The man deputies say led them on a chase from Albuquerque to Route 66 Casino yesterday was in court today. According to a criminal complaint, Troy Duggar was spotted going more than 100 miles an hour on westbound I-40 in a stolen car. Duggar's car broke down near Route 66 Casino, and deputies say he was caught after trying to run on foot. The judge lowered his bond despite concerns about his alleged behavior.
I think this imperiled and put at great danger all of the motoring public. And so, Mr. Duggar, I do find that you are a danger to the motoring public at the very least.
Duggar faces stolen car, fleeing, and drug charges. New Mexico's congressional delegation is asking the federal government to approve the state's request for disaster assistance to deal with the effects of a massive snowstorm. The delegation says farmers and ranchers in 18 counties were affected and thousands of dairy cows were killed after last month's snowstorm that crippled many parts of the state. A disaster designation would allow farmers and ranchers to access Farm Service Agency emergency loans. The money could be used to replace livestock, pay family living expenses, or reorganize farm operations. Pajarito Mountain Ski Area opened a lift today that hasn't been operating and running since 2011. The top terminal of the town site lift and several acres of the eastern edge of the mountain were burned in the Los Conchas fire. It took a lot of work, though, but they were able to rebuild the station and clean up the slopes. Ski officials say today is the first time in many years that nearly 100% of that terrain is open. Let's send it over to Chris Gilson for a look at our forecast. Chris.
Pretty nice Saturday afternoon. Temperatures rebounding a little bit compared to your Friday and a lot more sunshine out there. But as we head into the overnight hours tonight, those high clouds will continue to increase from the west as a weak little storm system grazes us for your Sunday. But overall, not a bad afternoon today. We topped out at 45 degrees, average high for this time of the year, 47. 40 degrees today in Santa Fe, upper 30s in Las Vegas, and some 50s in parts of the state like Roswell, Carlsbad, lower 50s in Alamogordo and TRC. Now, right now, still on the chilly side, needing that heavier jacket if you are headed out to dinner this evening. Lower 40s right now in the metro, 35 in Santa Fe, just a few degrees above freezing in Las Vegas, in the upper 40s, lower 50s, stretching down into the southern half of the state. So we do have those high clouds moving in from the west that I showed you a moment ago in the time lapse. Not much moisture with this storm system that will impact us as we head into tonight and for your Sunday, because the core of the storm is farther to our north around Utah and Colorado. We'll also see a cold front roll in from the northeast for tomorrow afternoon, so that will keep temperatures down at least along the central mountain chain into the eastern plains for your Sunday. So for tonight, it's going to be cold. Those high clouds increasing from the west. That cold front dips in, and that could trigger some isolated snow showers, some light snow around our northern mountains into southwest Colorado for tomorrow. The bigger story will be the breezes kicking up. We will still have that sunshine, a little bit more filtered for your Sunday afternoon. Then by Monday for Martin Luther King Day, we're looking at an area of high pressure building over the state. That will keep things pretty mild for this time of the year. Still on the cool side, but temperatures rebounding to average or even slightly above average as we head into the upcoming week, with the bulk of the storm action staying farther to our north. So Colorado, Utah will see a better chance for the snow, with those storm systems staying farther to the north, with that area of high pressure kind of acting like a brick wall, nudging those storms farther to the north in the coming days. So here's a look at Super Storm Track as we head into the overnight hours tonight into your Sunday. Seeing that slight chance for a few isolated snow showers, flurries around the northern mountains into the northeast for tomorrow evening. That cold front could throw in a few extra clouds in the eastern plains and keep the temperatures down for tomorrow. Outside of that, we're looking dry and pretty quiet as we head into the upcoming week. Durango, Pagosa Springs, and Cortez, high temperatures topping out in the low to mid 30s after starting out in the teens and the single digits. So very cold during the morning hours, so needing that heavier jacket heading out the door first thing on your Sunday. Farmington, Gallup, and Grants, we're looking at lows dipping back into the teens. Dulce once again near 0, and highs only topping out in the 30s and the middle 40s in Gallup and Grants. We could see a storm system bringing a better chance for some snow around the Four Corners and the northern mountains by Wednesday, but starting off the week dry for Monday and Tuesday in the Four Corners. Over to the southwest, a mix of sun and clouds, high temperatures into the low to mid 50s, getting close to 60 degrees, so a little bit warmer for the second half of your weekend compared to today. And then those highs will be in the lower 60s for Tuesday and Wednesday. And over to the southeast, we're looking at the 50s and the 60s, 40s in Ruidoso, 39 in Cloudcroft. Winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour thanks to that cold front that I mentioned a moment ago. And we'll also feel those breezes here in the northeast thanks to that cold front and that storm system passing to our north, where we could see a few isolated snow showers around the higher terrain here as we head into tomorrow. Outside of that, temperatures into the 30s, and then another round for showers possible by Wednesday. And over to the East Mountains, those breezes kicking up, winds sustained out in the northwest from 15 to 25, gusts up to 35, highs back into the 30s and the 40s with a chance for some showers by Wednesday. And in the metro, we're topping out in the 40s, so we're going to tack on another few degrees for tomorrow. Average high for this time of the year, 47, so we'll be pretty close to that as we head into the coming days. A slight chance for some showers by Wednesday.
All right, Chris, and thank you. Thank you for watching News 13, this webcast version. We'll see you tonight at 10.